This is part one of a tutorial about how to make recitation cue cards using green screen slides in iMovie. I'm here in MS Word at a new document, and I'm going to change the layout to landscape, going to change the size to legal, so there it's wider, and I'm going to change the margins to 3/10 of an inch on all sides. Now I'm going to insert a text box, just a simple text box, and I'm going to put it in the upper left. I'm putting it in the upper left because in my chapel videos, I stand on the camera's right side. So I'm putting this on the left side of this slide so that I'm not in the way of it and it's not in the way of me. I'm going to change the size of it because this is how big I made the other one. So I just know this 4.6 tall, 7 inches wide. And I'm going to fill this text box with a color black. I'm going to align the text in the middle. I'm going to indent the sides of this text box a little bit as well. So I'm going to go back here, paragraph. Let's try 3/10 of an inch and 3/10 of an inch, just so it doesn't crowd all the way to the edges. That's probably, let me just do one more 1/10 of an inch on either side. Now here is the document that's Facebook. There's the document that Solomon sent out with all of our recitations for the year. I'm making cue cards for the next time I do chapel at the last week of school. And I am guessing this much is going to be a good amount to put on the first cue card. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to paste that. And so it didn't it didn't make it big. So I think that was 48 Gilson's. Let's just see what 50 looks like. 50. So 50. That looks good. Now, I now have one slide. I'm going to hit Control End on my PC here and then Control Enter to make a new page. And then I'm going to hold down the Shift key and push the back arrow until everything on that previous page is selected. And I'm going to come back to the second page, so I did Control C. I selected everything, Control C. Now it's copied. Back to the second page, Control V. Now I'm pasting it. So there's another copy, but I don't need it to say that. I need the next part of the recitation: to give to everyone according to their work. Let's see what that looks like. Ellipsis: to give to everyone according to their work. I might just push the Enter key just to make it align it up a little bit. Just being a little bit fussy, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go down to the third page, hold down the Shift key, back arrow, selecting the whole second page, Control C, back to the third page with a forward arrow, Control V. There's another version of that. So I'm just going to copy the recitation, keep going back to Facebook accidentally. I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I don't think all of that's going to fit on one cue card. I don't like that much on one, so I'm going to finish that on the next one. What's happening here is I have sped up the video because I'm just doing this repetitious thing of adding pages, and the whole point is to keep that cue card exactly the same size and place on every page so that it doesn't move. And I'll just say Revelation 22, 12 through 14, 22, 12 through 14. Make it smaller. Okay, now I have an extra page. I don't need that, so I'm going to just delete that. So now I have a 6-page document that looks like that. The last step I need to do is go to the design option, design, page color, and make it green. So when it's on a green screen, just the cue card shows up. So I'm going to save this. Microsoft thinks it's doing me favors, but it's not. Recitation cue cards document. All right, now I'm also going to do F12 on my PC. It's different on a Mac. Save as. I'm also going to save this as a PDF. And there's the PDF. That's what the PDF looks like. And the reason I'm doing this, so you see that since I copied and pasted those pages, that black box doesn't move. It looks like it's just hanging there on the green page. But the words change for the cue card, so you're maybe starting to see how I did it. The last step I will do on the PC is go find that document I just made, and I'm going to take the PDF. I'm going to open the PDF with Microsoft Adobe Photoshop Elements, and it's letting me open this PDF as 6 image files. And so for these, I'm going to Control S to save this thing as a JPEG. There's my West Window pictures. There's my folder. And save it with a nice high quality resolution. You can see over here, it's now saved there. Control W, close it. No, saved it in a different way already. Control S. Save it as a JPEG. Save. Yep. Control W, get it off the screen. Control S, page 3. Save it as a JPEG. Yep. Control W, get it out of here. Control S, save it. Page 4. So one by one, I'm saving these pages as image files, JPG image files. You can see them over here in the folder. Control S. JPG image file, save, high resolution, sure, why not? Control W to get it out of here. And the last one, Control S. There's page 6. Save. Yep. All right, that's all the work on the PC. The next video will show what I do on the Apple. All right, here's part 2 of the tutorial. I'm on my Mac now with iMovie. So I'm in my movie. I'm going to create a new movie. And so I have, there's the files on this computer, just Dropbox. Actually, Dropbox hasn't moved them over yet. They're up in the cloud. So I'm going to sync them to this computer so I can use them. And so this is just a little movie I made of myself reading that recitation. So I'm going to add that to the project. There I am on the right side, and I'm also going to add those image files, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those image files to the project. And I'm going to take the video and bring it down in here. And so I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to have my finger paused over the M key because I'm going to leave marks where the cue cards need to be. People don't come. I'll do the best I can do here. So this is a sample video. I'm going to talk for a second just to let a little time run before I read the recitation. And behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me to give to everyone according to their work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have power in the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. And we're done, so I'm going to leave one more mark. So I'm going to take the first cue card, bring it down here, and put it where the first mark is. I think I was a little late, so I'm just going to move it a little bit further here. And it's flopping over. So there's this first marker, second marker, third, and that's close. There's that. Fourth, fifth, and sixth. Now I'm going to let it play, and it's going to look like a mess right now, but just notice how it does always, the cue cards line up with what I'm saying. They should. Recitation. And behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me to give to everyone according to their work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have power in the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. All right. So the timing is good, but the pictures don't look right. So there's two things I need to do is make the green transparent, and I also need to just hold it and not have it do that zooming thing. So I'm holding down the command key and selecting all 6 of these images because I think I can make these changes to all of them at the same time. Going up here, and I'm going to click that button, and cutaway means it's you taking the image and putting it over the whole screen. That's not what I want. What I want is the green/blue screen effect for all those images. So that's processing. So let's see that. It's still going to do the zoom thing, but watch this. Before I read the recitation, and behold, so the green's gone. Quickly, and my reward is with me to give to everyone according to their work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have power in the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. So let me select them all one more time. So I need to stop that. Stop that zooming effect. So I go to this selection here. That's sort of the size thing, and it's doing the Ken Burns effect. We just want it to fit, which means just have it fit in the screen and sit there and don't do anything. So it should be done. A little time run before I read the recitation. And behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me to give to everyone according to their work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have power in the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city.